Super Mario 64 is one of the most iconic games of all time. Even though it launched in 1996, it has an active community until this day. And today we are here to 100% it and get everything that the game has to offer us. So let's begin with the lore. At the beginning of the game, we see an invite from Peach because she baked a cake and she wants us to have her cake, if you know what I mean, right? So I try to begin with a speedrun classic and try to hit a lucky to skip. Look at this. After that, I went to my first painting, Bomb Bomb Battlefield, because all the other rooms right now require some stars to get into it, and Bomb Bomb Battlefield is actually the only one that you can do it for free. Getting to Bomb Bomb Battlefield, I decided for the first star to get the Ching Chom star. Then we went for the Big Bob Omb. I'm not making up this name, that's literally his name. After throwing him 3 times on the floor, he gives us our second star. Then we went on a race with Koopa the Quick. But after winning my race, I make a big mistake. I got so bored that I went away from the pole. And when Koopa the Quick got there, he cheated and said that I got second. So then I launched myself into the island and got the star on the island. And after racing Koopa the Quick again and making sure that I was on the pole, I got my 4th star. But even though we have not finished Bomb Bomb Battlefield, I decided to go for the speedrunner's favorite place, Womp's Fortress. And here, my 16 star runs are going to be worth it. I got shot in the wild blue, and then look at this. Nice, let's go! Yes, my people, I got Cannonless on the first try. After that, I got the one from fighting Womp, got the one on top of the fortress, and got the one with the owl. And now, with 9 stars, we can actually fight the first Bowser, aka Bowser in the Dark World. Since I don't want to come back to most stages, I decided to get the 8 red coins in this place. And after getting the star, we went for the fight. After missing a throw, I was actually able to defeat Bowser and get the key for the basement. And with that, we have actually cleared our first stage. Just 23 more to go. But even though I decided to open the door, I decided to go back and actually hit Cuckoo Mountain. On Cuckoo Mountain, I started with the one that you have to deliver the kid to the mother by doing this really cool speedrun trick. My second star was basically doing the slide for the first time. Then I went to the other speedrun classic, that you basically get a shortcut from the bottom of the stage to get a star over there. After that, I decided to go for Peach's Secret Slide. I got my first star over there just by completing the stage really fast, and then I got the second one that is basically doing the stage as normal and hitting the box in the end. With that, we cleared our second stage, and I decided to do a trick here and go for another secret place that we have, but now on Jolly Roger's Bay room. If you get over here and enter this like black thing on the wall, you kinda go to a swimming phase. After collecting 8 red coins over here, you get a star, and now we have another one cleared. Then I decided to go to Jolly Roger Bay, that is actually what the room is made for. My first star was basically swimming until the end of the stage, where I find 4 chests. There I have to guess the order of the chests that I gotta open, and when I open them in order, I get a star. My second one was going to this abandoned ship and entering this little hole on the wall. And after doing the same process with chests, I gotta swim up the ship and then get my star in a box. After this star, I decided to do something that I will need to do in every single stage, and it is really boring. Every stage requires you to get 100 coins to get a 100 coin star. Usually, speedrunners do the 100 coin star at the same time that they are doing the 8 red coin star, because each red coin counts as 2 coins. So you basically get 16 just to do the star. So after swimming the whole stage and getting 100 coins, I got my star. And the 100 coin star actually don't make you leave the painting, so I could keep going and get my 8 red coin star. After collecting 100 coins in Jolly Roger Bay, I decided to go back to Bomb Bomb Battlefield and get 100 coins there. But after getting 80 coins, I noticed that getting the win cap would make my life 10 times easier. So I just got the 8 red coin star and then went back to the castle. To unlock the wing cap, you need to go to the castle hall, look through this light, and then you will just spawn in a different area. There, I decided to do two things. One was collecting all 8 red coins that we have there, and the other was pushing this button in this kind of tower, because that will make the wing cap unlocked for the rest of the run. And with those two things, we actually cleared the wing cap area. And after getting the coin star, I decided to go back to Bomb Battlefield and get the 100 coin star. After collecting that, I got the other that you gotta have the wing cap in Bomb Battlefield. You basically shoot yourself through some coin rings and then a star will spawn. And with that, we have finally cleared Bomb Battlefield. Up next, I decided to go to Cool Mountain, where I decided to race a penguin and you gotta win to get a star. Got the 100 coins and 8 red coins star, and then helped this kinda snowman hat to get his body to become a full snowman. And with those 4 stars, we cleared Cool Mountain. And to clear Womp's Fortress, we just needed 2 stars, the 100 coin stars and the 8 red coins, that I also did together. And with that, we finally cleared our 7th stage. And now I think it's a great time to tell you to subscribe. I'm a really small channel that is just in the beginning, but I'm trying to do my best to make my videos the best quality possible. I'm trying to get 100 subscribers before the end of the year, so if you could do that and help me get my goal, it will mean the world for me. But now let's get back to Super Mario 64. But after collecting all those stars, we can actually go to the second Bowser, and that's what I decided to do. But before we go to Bowser, we have a problem. When you're going to enter the Bowser in the Fire Sea stage, there is a big portal before, and that's Dire Docks. We actually gotta collect a single star in Dire Docks before we can go to Bowser in the Fire Sea. So I collected the Submarine Star in Dire Docks, that makes the portal goes back, and then we are allowed to get into Bowser in the Fire Sea. After collecting the 8 red coins in Bowser in the Fire Sea and getting the star, we went to the fight. This one is actually easier to do than the first one, and now I unlocked another key. With that key, we can actually unlock upstairs, and that's actually what I do. But before we go upstairs, I need actually to finish Jolly Roger Bay and go to the basement, because even though I unlocked it, I have never gone to the basement yet. So I went to Jolly Roger Bay, got all the stars that we have over there, and went to the basement. The first thing that I did was actually catching Mips, because that gives us a star. And after getting 4 stars in Shifting Sandland, 1 star in Lethal Lava Land, 1 in Hazy Maze Cave, and getting 1 from talking to this toad next to the Hazy Maze Cave enter space, I decided to get Vanish Cap, our second cap in the run. To do it, you need to get in the basement, swim through the basement, ground pound both pillars, and that will make the water go down. With that, we can actually go back to the garden and enter this hole on the floor. And here we are in the Vanish Cap area. And here we have the same as always. Get 8 red coins and push a button. Now we unlocked Vanish Cap until the end of the challenge and got another star. And after getting the Vanish Cap, I decided to go to Big Boo's Haunt, a stage that some stars actually require the Vanish Cap. In Big Boo's Haunt, I started by killing all the boos that we have there. Then we'll unlock a star for us. But since I had a lot of coins, I decided to get the 100 coin star and then get the other star. Then I opened a secret door to unlock our next star. The next one is basically the same thing that we did in the first star, but now in a merry-go-round. Got the red coin star, 1 from fighting a big boo on top of the mansion, and the last one by using Vanish Cap on this secret place. And with that, we cleared Big Boo's Haunt. After getting back to the basement, I caught Mips again, because after 50 stars, you can actually catch him again and get another star. I decided to do basically every single star that we have in Shifty Sandlands besides the 100 coins one, because I just wasn't in the vibe to get 100 coins here. Then I decided to go to Lethal Lava Land. That's actually my favorite stage on the game, and I think it's just awesome. I did all 7 stars that we have here, including the 100 coins one. And now we can check out Lethal Lava Land. With Lethal Lava Land done, we can go to Hazy Maze Cave. My least favorite stage in the game, at least yet, because things will get worse in this playthrough. I don't really like Hazy Maze Cave because that's the last stage that you play when you're doing 16-star runs. And usually here is where I kill my runs. But with no time to do, I was actually vibing with Dory. What is happening? Did I glitch the game? I didn't know that. Should I not be sitting right here? What is happening? I will go down. I will go down. After getting 2 stars, I went to the Metal Cap stage. Here's the same as always. 8 red coins, push a button, now you have the Metal Cap, you know, the same as always. And I decided to do the same thing that I did to Shifty Sandland by collecting all the stars besides the 100 coins one. And then I went back to a stage that was a problem before, Dire Docks. In Dire Docks, I decided to do the 100 coins challenge. And after that, everything was so easy to get. And after finishing Dire Docks and checking out of our list, I went upstairs to talk through this toad that gives a star, and you will not guess why I'm talking to this one too. With 74 stars, we can actually find Bowser 3 and end the game. But I'll leave the best for last. Going back to collecting stars, I decided to go upstairs for the first time. And now that we have all stages unlocked, I decided to get a single star in all of them. Because through the menu, I can kinda see how many stars I got in each stage. And if I have 1 star in each stage, I can look at all of them. So I get 1 star in Wet Dry World, 1 in Snowman's Land, 1 in Tall Mountain, 1 in Tiny Huge Island, 1 in TikTok Clock, and 1 in Rainbow Ride. After getting all those stars, I decided to go to Wet Dry World and get all the stars that we have there. And you know, as a child, I used to hate this stage. But doing it now was actually really cool. And after clearing it, we went to Snowman's Land. In Snowman's Land, I got a star from beating this bully, 1 from getting the Vanish Cap and going through some ice, and 1 from getting to the top of the stage. And after getting the 100 coin star and the 8 red coin star, I actually cleared Snowman's Land. With Snowman's Land done, we went for Tall Mountain. And after collecting 5 stars here, I basically just left the 100 coin star for later. Then we went for Tiny Huge Island. My first star was climbing the whole huge island, and our second one was a rematch with Koopa the Quick. And you know, I made sure to not make the same mistake again. After that, we got a boss fight. First, I've got a ground pound Tiny Island, go to Huge Island, and enter the hole on the floor. And after fighting this character that looks like Weedle from Pokemon, I think is Wiggler the name, but I'm not sure. I got my star. Then I got the 8 red coins and just left the 100 coins for later. And then we went for TikTok Clock, one of the most interesting stages in this game. In TikTok Clock, to enter the stage, you gotta go through a clock. But depending on the time that you are entering the stage will be different. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it is completely stopped. And it was really fun to do this one. I decided to get all stars besides the 100 coins one again. And then I went for our last stage. One that would be my curse, and that one would be Rainbow Ride. The way that you move in Rainbow Ride are most of the time through carpets that fly through the rainbows. But if you stay away from the carpet for too long, it just disappears. But I got 1 star in the floating boat, 1 called Tricky Triangles, and the 8 red coins one. And now we're up to the last 10 stars of the challenge. And just for you guys understand how hard are those stars, it took me longer to get them than to get the first 50 stars of the challenge. So well, what are those 10? Let's get into them. The first one was 100 coins in Hazy Maze Cave. 100 coins is just hard in general because you gotta go through the whole thing, but after 10 minutes I got my star. My second stage was Shifty Sandland, again going for the 100 coins. In Shifty Sandland you gotta get some coins outside and then enter the pyramid. I got 56, entered and got the rest there. After that I went for Tall Mountain. The hard part here is that you gotta go through the slide to get all coins there and then you come back to get the coins in the mountain. In Tiny Huge Island I was doing so great, but when I got to 76 coins I just fell out of the stage and died. So I had to do it all over again. And then at 99 coins I died again. 2 blue coins. No! No way! But you know, third time's a charm, so I got my star. Going into TikTok clock, there are actually a lot of coins here, but going through the stage is really hard. But it was easy than Tiny Huge Island that I did 3 times. I did this first try. Up next, there is one last secret stage that I have never been yet, and that is Wing Mario over the rainbow. The problem with this stage is that if you fall off the sky, you go to the garden. So you have to go through the whole castle to do it again. But after 2 tries, I actually got my star and we are up to 116. And now we have 3 stars in Rainbow Ride. I got one by flying the carpet through the whole stage and going up a mansion. The next one, I gotta go again to the flying ship, get a cannon over there, and launch myself through a rainbow to get my star inside a box. The last one was of course 100 coins, because just going through this stage is miserable. But after 20 minutes of collecting coins, I got my star. And if we check everything out of our list, we are just left with Bowser in the sky. So there I went for our last challenge. I actually didn't know where were all the coins that we have here. So most of the time I was just wandering through the stage trying to find the red coins. And when I saw the pipe to go for our last fight, I actually found behind the stairs our last coin. I got my star and went for the fight. Now is actually the first time that Bowser, instead of having 1 life, he has 3. So I start throwing Bowser and I missed my first one. And my second throw, I actually got him. My third one was just making him closer to the bomb and it was an easy one. When Bowser is in his last life, the whole stage crumbles and he becomes a star. And the hardest throw, I just make it first try. Now we just gotta get that star that actually does not count as a star for our star count, but we're not finished yet. When the game ends, Mario starts flying through the stage, he meets Princess Peach, she kisses him in the nose, yeah, like the nose. They go eat some cake, we see the credits, everybody's happy, but not me, at least not yet. When you get 120 stars, you actually unlock a cannon in the garden. Looking through the castle, you just gotta go right and you will find it. And if you launch yourself on top of the castle, you will meet a really good friend of yours, Yoshi. Mario, is that really you? It's been so long since our last adventure. They told me that I might see you if I waited here, but I just about given up hope. Is it true? Have you really beaten Bowser and restored the stars to the castle? And saved the princess? I knew you could do it. Now I have a very special message for you. Thanks for playing Super Mario 64. This is the end of the game, but not the end of the fun. We want you to keep on playing, so we have a little something for you. We hope that you like it. Enjoy the Super Mario 64 team. After talking to Yoshi, you will receive 100 lives, and if I'm not wrong, you do not lose a life when you die in a stage. So you just become invincible. And that, my friends, shows us that we 100%ed Super Mario 64. If you enjoyed this video, probably you will enjoy the time that I decided to 100% Mario Kart Wii. It is showing on the screen right now, and I think you should click it.